Alright guys, what up, what up? Here we go. The second pickup for 2014. Now, for the past couple years, Nike has been reintroducing the Air Max line, more specifically the Air Max 90. We saw Hyperfuse, we saw engineered mesh, we saw the tape, we saw the Jacquard now that's coming out. But this one that dropped actually was a fucking big hit, and you know what? It's a beautiful fucking model, or actually I should say a beautiful remodel of the 90. They added the Lunar outsole to it. You know, Air Max 90, the Lunar 90s, 3.0, whatever you want to call them. But this is the infrared colorway. There are a bunch of other colorways that are out as well. There actually is a female line as well, if I'm not mistaken, maybe one or two colors. But you know, you got to stick with the original colorway when you go with the Air Max 90. I have the Hyperfuse, I have the originals. I skipped the engineered mesh. I skipped over the tape. Just didn't really do it for me. But this one stood out just because the Lunar sole really does make a difference. You know, if you have any other shoes with Lunar sole, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the other thing that I like about this, they used all of the materials that I just mentioned previously in the shoe. So you have the Hyperfuse, you have hits of engineered mesh, you have the premium tape. It's all in here. Even a little piece of the Jacquard's in here too. So it's all in the one silhouette. Now, if you zoom in on a shoe, I mean, I could probably break it down for you. Let me know when you're up in on that.
I'm all up in there like a wedgie.
All right. So the bottom border, all right, that's more of the Jacquard material that you've seen on some of the other Air Max 90s. You'll see the hits of the premium tape or the tape right above that. It's actually outlined. Starting from, you know, I would say probably the beginning of the toe box. It goes all the way up to mid paneling, and then it goes up, you know, through the lace locks as well. Then you have the Hyperfuse. The Hyperfuse is actually in the toe box. So if I turn it around, you'll see some of the Hyperfuse right in there. Okay.
Hold it. Thank you.
Right in the toe box, it actually goes up to the mid lace paneling as well. And then you got hits of the engineered mesh on the ankle, on the ankle wrap too. So engineered mesh on the ankle wrap actually goes into the heel as well. So I'm just going to turn it slowly. So you have little pieces of the engineered mesh too. Again, you know, the classic colorway, you can't beat it, man. You really can't. It's fucking, it's a classic. That's all you could say. The other interesting part about the shoe, if you look inside, there's a lot more ventilation pockets, if you could see it.
Yep.
In the side paneling of the shoe and in the tongue. So definitely breathability.
Was there I don't ever remember there being a problem with them breathing.
I mean, I don't think anybody really complained about it. But I think this is just another piece of Nike technology that they're bringing into, you know, a lot of the shoes these days. So, you know, it's a good little addition. Some people, you know,
I love the shoe.
Yeah, you know, some people's, you know, the foot might sweat a little bit more. So, you know, it's a welcome addition. But yeah, it's pretty dope. The shoe is comfortable as hell.
How's the weight?
Nothing.
Is it lighter than the average Air Max?
You know what?
90?
It's probably comparable to the Hyperfuse model.
Okay.
It's not too heavy, but then again, it's not too light either. There you go. I mean, you know, if you don't have it, pick it up. It doesn't necessarily have to be the infrared colorway. You could get any colorway, but you know, it definitely is a very comfortable shoe. Stay true to size. You don't have to go up or down. You know, whatever size you normally pick up, that's the one you want to stick with on this one. So. Big shout outs to Nike on this one. They did a really good job on this Lunar 90. You you know, might have to pick up a few more. There's a lot more colorways coming out. You know, probably now with the rope lace craze, you can probably, you know.
Are we going to discuss the rope lace craze?
We probably will. That probably needs a video within itself. Yeah, we'll discuss. We'll discuss. Some people might be for or against. I don't know. I'm still kind of torn in between. But anyway, that's just me. Comes with the black lace. You can switch it off for white. There is no secondary lace on this one, so you know if you need a white lace, you got to pick it up on your own. But there you have it. The Nike Air Max 90, Lunar 90, whatever you want to call it, infrared colorway. All right, so one more video on its way, and it's a big one. So stick around, and we'll see you in a few. Peace.